Emirate of Granada to Venice, and from there to the court of Sultan Bayezid of the Osmans, until I ended up at the court of King Sigismund.
Where is this Mali, and what's it like?
Similar to your country, yet completely different. You mine silver, we gold. But in our country, it would never happen that we allow foreigners into our mines. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey. And we treat women with greater respect and set great store by learning.
It's not all that bad here, though, is it?
I admit that there are some things I envy you for. Like what you can do with stone.
And how do you like Bohemia?
Do you want to hear the truth? Or should I praise it to high heaven?
Truth.
The truth. You don't need to spare my feelings.
Then, all I can say is that this muddy hill is about the only thing I have seen of your country. And that has not made much of an impression on me. But there is still time. Perhaps I will have the good fortune to see more beautiful sights.
Just go to Trotsky. It's a pretty cool castle.
What is Mecca like? I've heard people from all over the world go there.
Mainly followers of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Praise be his name. But the journey is dangerous.
Oh, it's Muslim.
I was robbed and arrived in the city as a pauper. Fortunately, I was helped by a couple of my compatriots. But even so, I did not spend long there. Let us say that I was foolish then, and foreign customs took me by surprise. I went to Cairo, where I learned geography and law, so that I would be better prepared the next time. I never went back to Mecca.
Why not?
I would rather not talk about this, my friend.
Okay.
All I can say is that there are a few rich men and their beautiful wives who I do not want to meet.
Oh, you're a player. Okay.
You were in Granada? Where is that?
Go west from here until you reach the sea, then south to a place called Peninsula Iberica. But I would not go there if I were you. The magnificent Alhambra Palace is forbidden to Christians like you. It is a pity in any case. Such a beautiful and rich country, yet bathed in so much blood.
Blood?
Yes. Sultan Mohammed must constantly repel attacks from the north. That is why I started studying physics, in fact. I wanted to make an impression on the Sultan because swords and cannons are not for me. Let others cut off heads. I can sew them back on again.
Where is Venice, in fact?
You do not know, my friend? Educate yourself a little. It is not far from here, on the other side of the Alps. Remember that learning is like a garden. If you do not tend it, it cannot bear fruit. Venice is an incredible city that floats on the sea, like a huge stone ship. People from all over the world go there to trade. I help them as a translator, especially for Christian envoys from Ethiopia on a pilgrimage to Rome. If only you could have seen their glorious arrival in the city. Their procession stretched from the port to the city center, and they had live leopards as a gift for the king of Venice. But I did not stay long. I, who was accustomed to the Sultan's court, being asked to live among sailors, out of the question.
How did you come to be with the Osmans?
By complete chance. In Venice, I joined an expedition that was heading to India, but we were attacked by pirates. Fortunately, I was saved by Sultan Bayezid's warship, though it did not seem like good fortune at the time. You must understand that there are not many of my countrymen among the Osmans. The last time was probably in the days of Mansa Musa, but the Sultan soon found out that I had lived among Europeans, and I could talk to all the envoys who came to him, so I became useful.
So why didn't you stay there?
Because we were about to be overwhelmed by the Golden Horde, led by the butcher named Timur. I had quite enough of war in Granada, so when envoys from Hungary came to the Sultan, I managed to persuade them to take me away with them.
What's Sigismund's court like?
I would also like to know that, my friend, but I am stuck here. One would think that the king would value physicians and sages who have traveled the world. But no, he did not even make me his personal physician. He He prefers to trust your quacks and sent me here.
It's reckless to speak about Sigismund like that.
I do not think so, my friend, since it is unlikely you will ever get a chance to complain to him.
Why did you leave your country of birth?
That is a very personal question, and we are not that well acquainted yet.
Aw, man.
Forgive me, but I would rather not talk about it. Not now, at least.
Okay.
I don't really know the camp. Could you show me around?
Why not, my friend? But I do not have time right now. Come and see me in the infirmary sometime.
Okay. It's probably late at night anyway. Getting late.
Greetings. What would you like?
I should be able to pass this, but I think it's like 50-50 usually when it's like very hard and you're at 30.
Do they allow prisoners here in the camp to go to confession?
That's a very strange question. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious to know how they treat prisoners, be they friend or foe. It would be cruel to deny them the chance to confess before God.
That's quite right. If a prisoner asked to make a confession, I'd be glad to speak with him, but we hardly ever have the privacy for that. There are always guards in front of the tent, and there are ears everywhere.
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo Farkas. Could you help me?
Certainly, certainly. Farkas's tent is in the lower section of the camp. If you head down the hill from the smithy, you can't miss it. Oh, and one more thing. He always keeps a band of cumans nearby. Be careful.
Thank you, Father. I will.
What?
Oop. Guess that was a restricted area. Yeah. Wonder if... Oh, there's Black.
Good evening. What do you need?
Do you know how it ended up with Victoria?
Well, you see, I wanted to thank you for helping us, especially her. I don't know how long the camp will be here, but I'll try to help her as much as I can. And once we move on from here, I'll take her with me. There's always a place for a hard-working woman in a camp.
Now those are the words of a real man. Good luck.
Cool. Seems like it's working out well with those two. I was wondering if I could have heard at least a follow-up between him and her and the baby, future baby. So that's cool. Thing is he gonna survive this whole war? No clue.
Don't you dare cause any trouble.
I'm just passing through. Keep up the good work, Master Guard.
I do what I can. We need it now more than ever.
While their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture. Can that be
What's
right?
B?
Salvation
What is B? B is find the capture.
cannot be for sale. But what do they say? Pay and you shall be forgiven.
Oh, he's probably just
Have you killed?
around the other
Pay.
side.
Are you the devil himself? Pay and you shall go to heaven.
Guess I should talk to the bathmaid.
How can I help you?
You certainly know about everything that goes on here in the camp, right?
Of course. The bathhouse is like a second confessional. But instead of prayers and fasting, our sinners can expect wine and wenches.
A complete opposite.
I need to ask about a matter that's rather, delicate.
I hope it's nothing too vulgar.
No, nothing like that. But I'd appreciate if it stayed between the two of us. I need to know where they keep the prisoners here. I'm here to negotiate the release of a captured knight. But the whole thing seems fishy. I need to make sure the right man is being held captive here.
I understand, but I can't give you much advice. When I went to see the blacksmith with some herbs for back pain, I passed a tent with 2 men standing in front of it. Someone inside was groaning and moaning. I thought someone had dragged one of my girls in there. I wanted to go in and give him hell, but those 2 wouldn't let me in. They said it was none of my business and I should be on my merry way. I thought it was suspicious.
I'll be sure to go there. Do you know where I could find Farkash? I don't really know my way around here.
Do you mean Laszlo Farkash?
That's the one.
Oh, really? He's easy to find. His tent is right below the smithy. It's big and red, and it's always surrounded by a band of cumans.
Should probably talk to Laszlo first, or
We'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches
I think
us.
that's technically his camp.
While their falsehoods and indulgences condemn all Christendom to eternal torture.
Maybe.
My respects.
Can that be right? Salvation cannot be for sale.
Captain Puta.
You there, lad! Aren't you here for the requisitioning?
Have you stolen? Hey!
What about it?
I need to requisition supplies for the camp from the locals. Grub for us, fodder for the horses.
Where do you want to get the supplies?
We haven't been to Bohunjovitz in a while. I reckon they can't wait to see us.
Who's coming along?
Me, and they usually send some cumans along because people are afraid of them.
That's not much.
And that's why you're coming with me. But don't worry, I already sent a couple of blokes ahead to get everything ready. I reckon they can handle a few peasants.
Am I gonna get roped into something?
Won't the people resist?
They will, but fuck all good it'll do them. We'll chase them out of their houses, bring in the cart, and take whatever we can.
And what if something goes wrong?
That'll only happen if we take our eyes off them. Then there might be bloodshed, but usually not ours.
I don't need to hear any more.
I'm glad to hear it, but it's too late now, it's getting dark. Come back tomorrow. The sooner the better. We'll leave before noon.
Guess I'm
Otherwise,
doing some requisitioning.
You speak the truth. Aye.
That's a human, soldier. Where's the priest? I guess that's where the priest sleeps? That might be his camp there. It looks red.
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo Farkash.
He near Shator
Tent.
tent.
What does Laszlo look like?
Vörös és fekete.
Uh-huh. And what would that mean?
Vörös like blood, és fekete like night.
Ah, colors. So he's wearing
Red and black.
red and black?
Igen.
Which tent belongs to Laszlo?
Big one. In front there is guard.
Thanks. That'll do.
Oh, is that him?
Sir Laszlo Farkash?
Yes.
I'm here on behalf of Sir Jan of Sukadleski. My task is to negotiate with you the terms for the release of his brother, Knight Peter.
Really?
He gave me a letter with his seal. Here.
Very well.
Can we discuss the matter?
Certainly. But please allow me one question.
Oh man, it's already lunchtime.
Why has Jan sent an intermediary to handle such an important affair?
Well, since he came all the way here, there are some other matters he'd like to deal with. His brother's captivity is just an unpleasant hold for him that he'd like to get over and done with. Once we come to an agreement here, I'll see him at the inn by the oak to inform him.
I see. Personally, I too would like to close this matter quickly. I think it is in the interest of us both. So, let us begin.
Ransom.
Let's talk about the ransom. How much are you asking for?
Let us be sincere with each other. What do you say?
All right.
Jan knew beforehand how much coin I would want for the night. But he still sent you here to haggle. He is trying to offend me. But there is one more thing to negotiate about. The knight's armor and weapons. They belong to me now. If I return them, I want to get at least a fraction of their worth.
I could do that.
As far as I know, ransom isn't paid for a captive's gear. Jan wants him back in the same state as you took him, sir.
Very well.
Cool.
Have it your way. The price remains the same.
Where will the handover take place?
Once you pay the ransom, you can come and get Peter of Suchotleski right here.
We'd rather do the handover on neutral ground. To be on the safe side.
Your master has given you exact instructions, has he? What is your idea then?
Why don't you invite the knight to the tavern by the oak? There'll be plenty of witnesses there, and we can sort this matter over a few beers.
Where in the name of God did Jan dig you up? I do not intend to deal with a matter of this significance in an alehouse full of drunkards. I know of a much better place. On the hill between Miskovitz and Horshen, there is a mill. It is visible from far away. You can't miss it. We will have peace and quiet up there, and no one will be able to overhear what we are saying.
Sounds good to me.
Once you leave, send the boy from the inn to the camp. He delivers supplies and will know who to give the message to.
I'd like to see the captive.
Out of the question.
Well, how am I to know whether you're really holding Peter of Suchotleski captive?
Indeed, trust is essential to negotiating. I trust that you are Jan's envoy. That is also why you are still alive. And now, you trust me in return.
But Jan will want...
It is I who set the terms. And I say that you will not see the captive until the handover.
That should be everything.
What are you standing here for, gaping like a stuffed owl? On your way.
Oh man, I can't even get close to it. I wonder if there's a way to sneak in from the back. I could probably do it at night, but... Okay. That is a way to sneak.
What in the...
Are you Sir Peter of Suchotleski?
No, I'm not. I'm Hinek of Hobza.
Oh.
Sakra. I'll have to keep looking.
Wait! That name sounds familiar, though. But I'm as hungry as a wolf. If you bring me some food, I'll tell you what I know about him.
Listen, I don't have time for this now. I need to find Knight Peter. I'm here on behalf of his brother, Jan. He came with the ransom to get him back.
Wait, someone really came for him? Well, that's a different story. There was someone else here with me, also a knight. But whether he's this Peter of yours, I don't know.
Where is he now?
With the Lord.
You mean he's dead?
Aye, A few days ago.
Oh.
If it was Peter of Sukatleski, I'm in serious trouble. You really don't remember his name? He must have introduced himself to you.
Him? Not a chance. He was fading fast when they brought him in. He was in pain and barely said half a dozen words. When he began to be delirious, I knew it wouldn't end well.
I have to find him. What did they do with the body?
They took it away. I heard them say they got hold of a cart to haul the corpse away.
Where do they want to take him?
How am I supposed to know? Away, as quick as possible. No matter what killed him, they don't want word getting out. They're even treating me as if I'll croak at any moment.
Sorry to hear that, but could you get to the point?
The carts are down by the horses. I hope you'll excuse me for not accompanying you.
That's not good news. What's going to happen to you?
I'm waiting to be exchanged. My honorable jailer has demanded a large sum of money, and on top of that, the hand of my sister. I had no idea I was worth so much. I hope my wife appreciates me more when I finally get home.
I could help you get out of here if you want.
Save your energy. My father is already on his way. He'll be here in a few days. If I take off now, I'd just make more trouble. No, I'll just sit here until they barter me off like a bushel of oats. That is, if I don't starve to death first.
I better get going now, before someone catches me here.
Got that information I needed. All right. So now, I should probably bring out my torch because someone's gonna get angry. Find the capture night. I have a feeling it's gonna be in one of those carts. I just don't know if I can get to them.
What a night.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, this is definitely Peter. Jan's not going to be happy about this.
Do I need proof? Right. Well, I got proof that Jan is... that one guy's dead. Should I tell him? I guess I don't have a choice but to tell the guy that we know he's dead. Maybe I should say before talking to that guy because this could get nasty.
I saw Peter's body. Liar!
Keep your voice down, or I will call my men.
Who killed Peter of Sukatleski?
The Grim Reaper. He died of fever a few days ago. The Sobons had a look at him, but could not do anything. You do not have to believe me, but I'm telling you this to show I am not hiding anything from you.
Very well. What should I tell Jan?
What would you like to tell him?
The truth, obviously.
Fine, as you wish. I assume Jan will at least want a proper burial for his brother. He came for his brother, and his brother he shall get.
But shouldn't we...
No, we should not. The price and handover location will stay the same, so there is no need to keep me any longer.
dickhead. Okay, I guess we're going to his brother. Okay, he's at that one inn. A light armed man. Alright, let's see what's going on. Is that the polite armed man? Wait.
I'd like to learn something.
Is that the...
time for it now.
Oh, it's the knight.
Come back later.
Or is there another polite armed man? Why is he still hanging around there? It's odd. I guess I'd know where he is. He's kind of right over there. It's kind of chilling. Well, I guess what I could do is actually travel here. And then, travel east. Oh, there's a site of an ambush. You hit my dog, you asshole.
Jesus Christ!